was living in Devil Town. I didn't know it was Devil Town. Oh Lord, it really brings...
Trick or treat, my YouTubians, ODYSEEans, Slayin' Saiyans, Cobra Kais, and my pumpkins that are smashing. I am Asherella. This is original Asherella, and it is time for our annual Sexy Halloween Costume Fails video. Now, over the past couple years, we have looked at an endless parade of, sexy Halloween costumes that are failing in one way or another. Some of them in, concept and design, and then some of them in just, execution. And you guys, if you watch the channel, you know me. I love to dress up. I love Halloween. I love to look smoking hot, and I think that is perfectly appropriate to do with your Halloween costume. But there are a lot of, characters and ideas and concepts that have been turned into sexy Halloween costumes that just really should not have been taken into the sexy space. And I think you guys will agree with me if you haven't watched the previous videos. And we're going to look at this new batch of 2023 sexy Halloween costume fails in just 1 second. But before I do, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching me, Asherella, on Space Odyssey, follow the channel. You can gently caress the notification bell on either platform so you know every time I upload a video. You can leave me a like, you can leave me a comment, watch to the end of the video, and follow me on my social things. I have the Insta thing, the Twitter thing, and the Thread thing. I keep saying the Twitter thing, but it is now the X thing, so there. Okay, so here are the sexy Halloween costume fails 2023. And before we look at these, I want to say I really appreciate everybody's patience as I work to get some consistency with my green screen. Right now it is very bad, but I just cannot get it to not take out my black on my shirt here and still, not have a big bunch of fuzziness behind me. So I'm working on that, and I just can't get any real consistency with it, but I am working on it and I am learning, and I do appreciate your patience. Just wanted to say. Now, let's jump into these sexy Halloween costume fails. And first up, we have a character that I just have a hard time making sexy. This character is Chucky from Child's Play. And there is an endless collection of sexy Chucky costumes. This one's not quite as bad, but let me remind you that Chucky from Child's Play is the demon spirit of a serial killer that is possessing a doll, like a child's toy. So nothing about that to me is sexy. Now, do I think scary can be sexy? Yes. Do I think spooky can be sexy? Absolutely. But Chucky, already a kind of a creepy, weird looking doll possessed by the demon spirit of a serial killer, not super sexy. And this one is one that's just whoa. You've got the garters, you've got the huge stacked high heel, high top sneakers. It is just a little over the top. We've got this one that is got the over the knee socks. I don't know, booty cheeks hanging out as Chucky. I just feel like this is just one of those characters that should have never been made sexy. Next up, I feel like it's the same way, but in a very different way. We have Minnie Mouse, and this isn't even a Minnie Mouse costume. Nothing about this is supposed to make you look like Minnie Mouse. This is Minnie Mouse themed lingerie. It is literally a bandeau top and boy shorts with over the knee socks and Minnie Mouse ear headbands. You got a tail, okay, you got the gloves, okay, but this is not a Minnie Mouse costume. Now, I don't begrudge anybody that wants to go out and wear lingerie as an outfit. I've maybe done it a time or two myself, but don't say that this is a Halloween costume. And Minnie Mouse and Disney just in general is inherently or supposed to be so wholesome. Why are we sexualizing Minnie Mouse in this way? I don't know. And the next one, very similar. This is supposed to be one of the 7 dwarfs from Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. There is nothing sexy or attractive or arousing about Snow White's 7 Dwarfs. Like, they are cartoon characters, first of all, but, you know, even in their personalities, there's just nothing like, ooh, let's make this a sexy character. But here we are in 2023 with women's Halloween costumes that's like a sexy dwarf. I'm not exactly sure which one this one's supposed to be. Not that it really matters, but yeah. There's a little bit of other Disney later on in the video. But next up, we have this. Tater Thought. Okay. Tater Tots on a tube dress that says Tater Thought. I don't even get this. Like, this isn't even a costume. And imagine, like, what you're saying about yourself by wearing this. First of all, Tater, you're a potato. You're an idiot, okay? And then also, on top of being, like, potato-y, you're a thought? Like, this is not a Halloween costume. It's not even clever. It's not even clever on, like, a pun kind of way. It's just stupid and shouldn't exist. And don't wear this because it is putting out a message about yourself that you probably don't wanna. And then, oh my God, we've looked at a sexy Mr. Rogers before. And Mr. Rogers is just so freaking wholesome. Why anybody thought it was appropriate to make a sexy women's Mr. Rogers costume, I don't know. This girl's got some kicking thighs though. But like, we've looked at a sexy Mr. Rogers costume before, but that one did not have this hairpiece that is like Mr. Rogers hair. So I'm cool with doing like gender bend cosplays and costumes, like taking a character that is male and making like a female version of it. Like, that's cool. Making an attractive female version of it, that's cool. But this is just too much. And Mr. Rogers is like so freaking wholesome. It was like last year's like the sexy Bob Ross. Like, come on, y'all. Don't do that to this person's like legacy of wholesomeness. I don't know. All right, next we've got sexy Charlie Brown. Like, Charlie Brown is kind of the biggest sad sack in all of comic strip and animation history. I love Charlie Brown, and I think the Peanuts are very, like, existential. But sexy is something that Charlie Brown certainly is not. And, again, this is just barely a costume, because it is black high-waisted booty shorts, and then a crop top with the Charlie Brown zigzag across it. That being said, I would wear this top just as a top, like in you know, homage to Peanuts and Charlie Brown, but I would not wear this as a Charlie Brown costume. If she wants to be authentically Charlie Brown, she needs to like shave her head and wear like some big shorts and a big t-shirt. I don't know. Just Charlie Brown's just something that is just not sexy. Again, we have Batty the Builder, which is basically Bob the Builder in a sexy Halloween costume. Now, look at this girl. Like, this, I mean, her body's like on point, right? Like, I mean, she looks amazing in this, but Bob the Builder is something that should have never, ever been made into a sexy Halloween costume. Like, I don't understand. Like, you know, like, well, yeah, like, I mean, she looks great in this outfit. It's hard for me to get past that she's Bob the Builder. Like, one of the least sexy and very, like, wholesome, like, children's thing that exists. I just don't get it. Again, we have some more Disney. Now, and this is not, I don't even consider this a costume either. While it is, you know, a Halloween costume that you can order online or buy at Spirit Halloween. Okay, this girl is supposed to be Bambi. This is not a costume. This is a leotard with Bambi on it and some fur, like, boot toppers. Like, nothing about this makes this girl look like a deer. And Bambi's so wholesome. Bambi is like a baby deer, and you're like trying to like sexy it up. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't think it should be out there. Okay, next, sexy Pikachu. There are other sexy Pokemon characters. You can get sexy Squirtle. Like, you know, if you can think of it, there's probably a sexy Halloween costume of it. It's like Rule 34, you know what I mean, with Halloween costumes. If it exists, there is a sexy Halloween costume version of it. But yeah, there's just something about Pikachu that I find very unsexy. And so trying to make a costume that is Pikachu but sexy... Nope. I don't know. Okay, this is our last one, and this is one that bothers me a little more than some of the other ones, because we have Pebbles Flintstone. And my friends, Pebbles is a literal baby. Like, the character Pebbles Flintstone is a baby. Now, we know that there are other versions of the Flintstones that have Pebbles and Bam Bam grown up, but that is not what this is based on. This is based on Pebbles as a baby. You know, we know Pebbles wore kind of an orangey shirt, not a green shirt, I don't think, or maybe she did wear a green shirt. But anyway, you know, this is taking a character that is a literal baby and then deriving like a sexy Halloween costume from that. And that, my friends, is creepy AF. And that is not something we should be doing. The world is a really creepy place right now. You know, lines are being blurred with like what is like acceptable in some situations sometimes. Don't get me started on the whole like furry situation and all the weirdness and creepiness and normalization of things that should not be normalized, that is like, you know, enforcing and helping create and you know, putting out into the world right now. We're not going to go down that road right now, but yeah, y'all, we do not need to be taking characters, real or otherwise, that are literal babies and children and making sexy Halloween costumes out of them. It's just not right. It's just not right. Like, some of these are more funny, but this one I truly find disturbing. But that is all of the sexy Halloween costumes that I was able to drum up. I mean, there are plenty more, but these were, you know, the cream of the crop from this year. I did see a sexy pan of banana bread. I should have thrown that one in here. But yeah, it was sexy pan of banana bread. Like, how do you even... Who even thought about, like, I want to be banana bread for Halloween, but I want to, like, show off my body and be, like, smoking hot. I just don't understand. Okay, so that is it for sexy Halloween costume fails 2023. What ridiculous sexy Halloween costumes have you seen out this year? Let me know down in the comments below. What are some of the best Halloween costumes you've seen this year? Let me know down in the comments below. And what are you dressing up as for Halloween this year? Let me know in the comments below. I am Asherella. This is Original Asherella. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on ODYSEE, follow the channel. Gently press the notification bell on either platform so you know every time I upload a video. Leave me a like, leave me a comment. Find me on Twitch and tune in on Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Kino and commentary. It's a movie show and it's a good time, and it is Original Asherella on Twitch as well. Follow me on my social things, X thing, Insta thing, thread thing. Always tap in, never tap out, and don't forget to keep on smashing like a pumpkin.